Hello! That was bad. Ugh. I was like all over. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Magic Frog 66 stream. We are back for another, another unboxing video. This time, we're unboxing the Dead by Daylight board game, straight from the Kickstarter. I guess let's get to it, right? I mean, no reason to dilly-dally. Let's just get started. I mean, I don't know. I have no other burning questions, no other important things that need to be said, so... Ugh. Ugh, Tuesdays. Tuesdays are always odd. I don't know. Just busy with work and all the usual silliness. Oh. Huh. That was not... Wow. Alright. Not even really... I did not cut that. That was just... This is just weak tape. Huh. Cool. Oh. Looks like I opened it on the right side. Correct side. Dear friend, thank you for purchasing the Dead by Daylight collection. Thank you for purchasing the Dead by Daylight, the board game collector's edition. In order to protect your miniatures from possible damage during shipping, we have placed the 8 generator miniatures in a separate box and added extra padding inside the main box. That's very nice of them. You can open this second box and integrate its components into the main box, then dispose of all the additional packing materials. The collector's box is sufficient to protect your game under normal use conditions. These extra materials were only needed to protect the game during shipping. We appreciate your support, and we hope you have a great time playing Dead by Daylight on your tabletop. From all of us at Level 99 Games, happy gaming. That is very nice of them to, and for them to have left a little note is absolutely fantastic. I mean, genuinely shows that they give a hang in some form or fashion about us lesser beings. So yeah, the box I should have also stated. I'm not going to lift it up to show you, but it does say Dead by Daylight, the board game collector's edition, and actually has the logo printed on the side, which looks great. Not on the top or bottom of the box, but like on the sides of the box. Alright, so looks like we're currently working with three individual boxes, or at least 2. This might just be extra packing material, though, so let's take a quick look here. It does have some weight, so this might be the generators. The separate, yep. Oh. Okay, well, immediately on opening, it was, in fact, the generators. Extra packing, indeed. Lots of styrofoam. And the generators... Whoa. Are hefty. These things have some serious weight to them. But they look really, really nice. Like, the molding is good. Not 100%. You can see here, a little bit of a divot right there. Just on the first one I picked out. But otherwise, I'm not seeing any stress marks. I mean... compared to the video game, like, just visually, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know what the actual models look like. It's... The print quality... Like, I'm not seeing any obvious issues, but the print quality maybe could have been a little bit better. I'm definitely seeing a lot of areas that have been cut out where it was probably connected at one point. So maybe they could have done a little bit of a better job sanding, but honestly, that's a very minor complaint. For all the minor details and everything, it looks fantastic, and no doubt would look amazing once it's all painted up. Now, when I pulled this off, I'm just going to put this back in here for the moment. But as the note said, this is not the final package area, as they all should fit in the main box. Picking them, when this first piece of styrofoam came out, I did immediately notice that one of them is a little crooked. So if I show you the one we just had versus this one, you can clearly see this one is a little bent out of shape, which is kind of a shame. Still, it's not the end of the world, but it is a little, it's a little unfortunate. Honestly, with a little heat treatment, it could probably be bent back into shape, which I might consider doing at some point. And looking at the rest of them, it looks like some of these other ones may have been slightly damaged, like just things slightly bent out of place, but again, not the end of the world. By and large, they look fantastic. They look really, really good. I'm just gonna styrofoam back on here, and we close this up. Alright. Alright, now, yep, just one big box. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh! This is honestly the majority of the box. Like, they put the box inside the box. But yeah, you can actually see here, this logo right here was exactly the same one that is on the side of the larger box, although it is slightly more faded. Not sure why, but it was also upside down, and now I'm a little concerned about which way I'm supposed to have it while I'm opening it, but we'll figure that out. We will figure that out. So I'm gonna open it assuming that the logo is supposed to be facing up, because that makes sense, right? Right? I mean, that would make more. It would make more sense that it should be facing up than down. Come on. There you go. Well, that is quite the thing to open up to. So, just finished cutting open the box. And I feel like I should welcome you all to the same thing I've been open to. Death. It's never an escape. Kind of a shame, isn't it? Still, that is quite the image to open up to. Just big, it's not quite black. It's more of a navy, dark navy, skyish color. Kind of emulates the night sky of the game. But yeah, it clearly says, actually, you know what? This is the back of the box. I did, in fact, open it upside down. Which means that they packaged it upside down. Not the end of the world, just kind of funny. So that's actually the back of the box, what we were just looking at. Yeah, that's the front of the box. That is what it should look like. And that looks fucking amazing. I mean, god damn, that is a like just the logo, the way they embedded the logo in here, and the trees encroaching. They've got trees encroaching from on all sides of the box. It looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, let's go ahead and get the plastic off of here. Somehow. Some way. Pop. There we go. Come on. There you go. Ooh. And I hadn't actually felt the top of the box yet, but the text is actually raised off the base of the box. And the box has a very nice finish on it. I'm just gonna leave the knife open for a hot moment. I'm sure that won't come back to bite you later. But the text and logo on the front of the box is slightly raised above it. You can actually see a little bit of the shadows just from how it is raised. Oh. Yeah, you know what? It's raised on all sides of the box, actually. It's not just the front. This is a very nicely crafted box. I'm glad they went all out for the collector's edition. Hopefully, the base edition also looks absolutely amazing, but I love what they've done for this collector's version. Doesn't look like any extra art. Well, they have the trees on the exterior of the lower box as well, but nothing that really is too different from here. And I'm not seeing anything else on the sides, so let's just deal with what comes inside. Definitely didn't drop this. Definitely didn't do that. That doesn't sound like something I would do. Certainly not. Certainly not. Alright. Let's put that over there. Okay. Whew. Oh, we're moving right along. I booked a decent amount of time for this, but wasn't sure how long it was actually going to take me. One moment, please. Just want to check something. Okay, cool. So yeah, opening the box up, we immediately see a whole bunch of stuff. Well, first off, we're treated to the rulebook, which is, quite frankly, absolutely massive. This thing is enormous. I mean, it's like if I were to compare it to this is my phone, this is the rulebook. Absolutely huge in comparison. But nice texture on the rulebook itself. Interior, smooth pages, but the exterior has that kind of almost rough textured feel to it. It definitely gives you a little bit of extra grip on it. It's got a nice introduction forward, all the components of the game, and obviously walks you through all of the rules of the game. And explains that there are apparently different game modes. Kind of interesting. This looks like it's going to be a fun game to play. Absolutely looks like it's going to be very, very enjoyable. But yeah, seems pretty straightforward. Not a heck of a lot of pages. It's only 20 pages 19 pages in total, plus credits at the back, with the Level 99 Games folks and the Behavior Interactive folks. But it is very well designed, seems very straightforward. Yeah, setup is honestly pretty short. It's only a page, and it has very nice visuals with numbered guides for what to do and where everything should be located. Oh boy, this is gonna be a good game. And then there's a game overview, which is just a nice card stock, not thick, but decent card stock. That just sort of explains what the survivor and the killer do on each of their rounds. And quickly has a little bit of an explanation on what perks do. Again, very straightforward, nothing crazy. And it is, I think, it is slightly larger than the rule book, but that doesn't matter. Generally speaking, I prefer... Oh, that's trash. Generally speaking, I prefer smaller ones of those that you can kind of hand out to multiple players. Maybe not one per player, but like a couple of them so you can pass them around the table. But having them including that at all is still absolutely beneficial. Next up, it looks like we've got... Oh! The killers. Funny how that works. And, don't even need a knife. They are actually packaged with a taped seal. Feel like I'm opening up one of my comic book storage things, thingamabobbers. Never remember what those are called. But yeah, these are also very good cardstock, better than the game guide. But they have that same textured feel that the rulebook does. And you can see they have a nice character illustration. So here we have the twins with a difficulty rating, a little bit of a description, gameplay, and then their various abilities. And then they also have character interactions on the back, or killer interactions on the back, I guess. Not 100% sure on what they all do, or each one is, but they also explain, they also have different, it seems like they have different attacks. They can pick up, it explains how they pick up people. Yeah, so I'm seeing ones, just quickly run through. We've got one for the twins, the huntress, the spirit. Ugh. I'll turn these around, why not? The spirit, we've got the plague, with some very cool character art over here. Like, oh god, just looks so good. We've got the Death Slinger, the clown, which I would not want to meet that guy on a scary night. The Legion, the Oni, the Blight, and the Trickster. But that is not all we have. We actually have a second set of killers in this package. I don't know if they are... I don't remember if they are exclusive to the Collector's Edition or if they are part of the base game, but let's see. We have here... Actually, I think I'm going to keep these just for organization's sake. You know what? I'm just going to put these ones back away. You know, just, these are pretty, these will be helpful, you know, lets you keep the cards clean and, organized. I could probably, actually, I might not be able to fit, I might not be able to fit all of them into one. And if I try, I might rip them, so... Come on, get back in there. There you go. There you go. Alright, tape is getting a little stuck in the back one, but there we go. Perfect. Alright. For this one, same setup. We've got a lovely piece of character art, descriptions of what they do, and on the back, there are some of their interactions and attacks. But starting off, we have the Doctor. Definitely would not want to see him as my visiting physician. We have the Hag. Honestly, terrifying face. Now, whenever I imagine a hag, I always imagine more of a Baba Yaga kind of character, but this just looks more skeletal. We have the Trapper. Maybe this isn't exclusive to the Collector's Edition, because that is one of the... Not sure. We have the Wraith. we have the hillbilly, and we have the nurse. I'm pretty sure that, I'm going to have to do some extra research to figure out whether or not these might all be included in the base game. I might just not understand the difference. Ah, come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Get in there. There you go. Perfect. Now that we've gotten those out of the way, we have... Oh, what is that? Well, we have, I think these are exclusive for the Collector's Edition, considering they say Dead by Daylight, the Board Game Collector's Edition, one front and back. But this is some good cardstock symbols. Oh, looks like one of them was accidentally... A couple of them have already accidentally been punched out. But, they are just some of the symbols that we... some of the tokens for the game. But very, very thick cardstock. I'll take it out really quick just to show you. Yeah, very thick cardstock. Like, oh my gosh, they're like, here, just this one was one of the ones already popped out, but like, I'm just applying light pressure and it's not bending at all. Like, these are hefty. These would take a good amount of pressure to bend. Just gonna throw it back in this packaging here. Again, I'll pop these at when I actually need these, you know, I'll pop them out, but no reason to do so hastily. Yeah, and then they gave me an advertisement for Level 99 Games, or L99 Games. Yeah, just little booklet advertising some of their other products, which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to throw shade at them advertising other games, but yeah, we're focusing on Dead by Daylight today. Next up, we have what appear to be 2 different boards, which is kind of fun. I like that. Let's look at this one first. I'm just gonna go ahead and unfold this. Oh! Not 2 different boards. 4 different boards, as the 2 are double-sided. So yeah, we have several different, we have 4 different maps to work with. This one is the Macmillan Estate. Clearly a large area, and definitely a recognizable one from the game. Yeah, you've got mines. You've got trees. You have the scrapyard. You have the foundry. Definitely a very well-known area in the game, to my knowledge. And then on the backside of that, we have the Auto Haven Wreckers. I don't know that I've ever played this map. I don't think I've ever played this map. I have only played a couple games of Dead by Daylight, but I always I'm more of a filthy casual when it comes to the game, but the board game looked like a lot of fun. And honestly, just looking at this has me super excited to try and play it. I'm just not very good at that kind of game, but that said, I've only played like maybe once or twice. I've certainly watched more than I played, but this looks super, super good. Like, just the colors, this vivid green on the black looks great. We clearly have a tracker with like the hooks, which, I mean, y'all know what the hooks do. And it looks very, very good. Not sure how the generators are placed, but I assume that there are specific instructions for how and where they are supposed to go. But we'll just go ahead and fold this back up, and we will take a look at this other game board. The game boards are all very similarly styled. But this one is Rhodus Wren Asylum. The Asylum. I got killed pretty quickly in my first game, and yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'll be playing this one first. Just to try and avoid that cycle. It's... The maps just look fantastic. So we've got that one. We've got Ormond. Kind of definitely a more wintry vibe, with the blue against the white. They look fantastic, and they are complex maps, like with all the symbols showing pathways, and how to get to other locations. But they clearly show, like, oh, here you have to jump down to get here, or you have to run to get here, or you have to hide to get here. Like, just lots of different ways of getting to different places. It's clearly got some complexity to it, but that's just going to make the game that much more enjoyable. We have 2 sheets of tokens here. I assume they are double-sided, but you can see here we have our hooks. We've got some what look like barricades, traps, and then we've got more health tokens, some more hooks, which are a different shape. These ones are circular, these ones are hexagons, so I assume they mean different things. And then there's a giant lantern. I don't know what the giant lantern's for, but I'm sure it's for something. Is it a lantern? Or is it a jar? It looks more like a jar with, like, leaves in it. I don't recognize that one. But then we have our hero characters. I'm not gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna open these, but you can clearly see very similar to the, killers. We've got character art, we've got abilities, and we've got, their, survivor interactions on the back here. Obviously, no attacks, or, how to interact with wounded characters, but, that would be a little silly, I think. Oh, I see now. Okay, so it actually has a guide for what comes with the Collector's Edition. The Collector's Edition comes with 10 Survivor Identity Boards, 10 Killer Identity Boards, the one double-sided game, one extra double-sided game board, minis for 10 characters and 10 killers. It also comes with the hook minis, the generator minis, and we'll be getting to some more of these later. But it's very detailed in what it comes with. Oh, and it actually shows you how to input the game progress. Oh, the characters can actually go on the hooks. That's terrifying. That's awful. And I love it. I'm so here for it. God damn. That's really, really good. They also come with different blood points than the standard game. The standard tokens we saw here just a second ago, all of these are standard tokens, but they actually gave us a whole bag of little physical ones, which honestly look great. Like, they're individual. They're not. I don't think they're all exactly. Yeah, they're not all. They're all pretty close. Yeah, they're all the same model, but it looks like they've been painted slightly differently, each of them. Like, you can clearly see the two the differences between the two paint jobs. Probably could have held those up a little better, but they are partially see-through, which they look great. They look great, and definitely offer a little bit more, a little bit of extra flavor than just the standard card ones. The card ones, by the way, same great card stock as the other tokens that we saw earlier, but definitely just a little bit more. Nice to hear the click-clack, you know? Just like that little bit of ASMR. Love it. Anyway. Cool. So, and I did pull those out, by the way, from the handy-dandy little tray, which sits perfectly between our sets of characters and characters, generators, and hooks. And I'm not sure what this is. We'll find out in just a moment, I think. But let's go through this lower tray first. So we've got our pegs for the generators, easy enough. We've got some red circles. I don't know what these are for, actually. They look like characters are maybe, characters or killers are maybe supposed to fit inside of them, but I'm not 100% sure. But then we have the dice. And you know, any good board game has dice. So this game in particular provides us with 5 dice. One is pure red with 2 different symbols on it. 4, honestly, terrifying skulls. And 2 of the 2 symbols for the game. Again, not sure on all the mechanics yet, but unlike what I'm going to assume is the killer's dice, maybe? Or something akin to it. We have normal 6-sided dice, which emulate the logo. So, you know, 6-sided dice, 1 through 6, so we've got 1 and 6 is ahead. But all the rest beautifully imitate that logo for the game. God, that screaming skull head is terrifying. But yeah, these dice, not super heavy. Like, the bag is pretty heavy, but each individual one, pretty light in comparison to the large size for each of them. We then have several decks of cards. Again, through time, we will figure out what all of these do. But it looks like we've got killer perks, survivor perks. We've got cards that dictate maybe your actions. And items. So right on top, you can see we have a first aid kit. All seems, honestly, pretty standard. Seems to make a lot of sense for just a normal board game. Now, I will note, this tray is quite large and quite deep. And it feels like there's maybe supposed to be more things here. Perhaps more things from later expansions? Who knows? Only time will tell. But now let's get to the meat of it. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the characters. To the minis. Specifically, I believe we are opening up 6 killers and 7 survivors, it looks like. I don't know. Pretty good mix of them, though. Let's go ahead and, I think this is the nurse that we're pulling out first. Right here. Is that the nurse? Well, you know, there's an issue here. There is no label. There is no label here to tell me whether or not this is the nurse. There's no indication as to which one is which. I guess, in the end, it doesn't really matter. Anyone can stand in for anyone, but it would be nice if they gave us a little bit more indication as to which one was which, other than just the character art on the killer cards. And if we were to pull out one of these survivors, much the same situation. There is no indication on here as to which is which. However, the characters do have a little hole in the back. Wonder what that's for. Well, let's leave one of these folks out, and maybe we'll find out in just a moment here. We'll just let that sit there. Okay. And we will open this massive other tray of even more killers. Just killers, no survivors, I think. I don't know. Let's find out what this large square of styrofoam is covered. Oh! Ah! Yes! My favorite. That's really gross. That's really fucking gross. You know what? It's, yep. We're not gonna talk about that. But we have the hooks. Again, much like the models for all of these, very nicely crafted. They look really, really good. Oh. What? Huh. What is that supposed to... I just happened to look down, and I saw what looked like, a broken lamp, or a broken light. Looks like it just... It doesn't even look like it broke. It looks like it fell off of something? I don't know. It was just sitting in here. I don't see anything that it's supposed to... Huh. I have no idea. That's really weird. It's just sort of sitting here. It looks like it's a similar design to the generator lights, but I'll have to let's take a quick look. But we've got our little hook here. Let's see, the generators. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It does look a lot like one of the generator lights. It's the exact same style and make of one of these. I guess maybe my box, maybe one accidentally fell in. It's definitely not supposed to come off if it is for one of these generators. I don't know. That's real weird. It's really, really weird. So maybe a little bit of a quality control issue. Clearly not major. It's, as far as packaging goes, it's been pretty solid thus far. So I'm not gonna throw any major complaints. Mostly because I get to do this. And that's really fun. To just be able to, it does just sort of sit there, but that is honestly terrifying to see one of the characters just hanging there. That's terrifying. Clearly, it's supposed to be sitting flat and not shaking as much, but my god, that is terrifying thing to see. Anywho, let's go ahead and put that back. But again, the character molds look absolutely fabulous. There are so many. I am not pulling them all out to show and demonstrate. But for the most part, they all look absolutely gorgeous. This tray does in fact have more survivors. As you can see, we've got a row of survivors up here that were nicely packaged away. And we have the more killers over here. And they also look absolutely fabulous. Just gorgeously rendered. Absolutely gorgeously rendered. Definitely would not want to encounter any of these on a dark night. That's everything. That's the whole kit and caboodle. That's the whole Megillah. That's the whole, everything. Although, since we're here, we may as well see about, trying to put these away, huh? Trying to put these, generators away. So let's see. How is this supposed to work? feel like they're it doesn't, there's no example for how these are supposed to go in here. Oh! Well, no, that's exactly how they're supposed to go. They just sort of, there are cutouts in the tray for them. So, as I can show you, there are little indents for the top of these to go, which actually makes me a little concerned for the one that was a little bit bent. Because I'm wondering if the bend will get in the way of these. Let's find out together, shall we? Ah. So far, so good. Here comes the one with the bend, though. Like I said, a little bit of a not so great curve there, but it's a little tight, but it does in fact fit in there. We've got this little extra piece. We're just going to throw that over there. Put the rest of these in here. Little bit snug. I can see why they were concerned about them getting damaged during shipping. They are a little... The necks are a little bit fragile. Like, it's still sturdy overall, but I can understand why they were concerned about these getting broken during transit. And I appreciate them for caring so much about their product as to give us some protection for that. Not sure if this is supposed to go back in here or not, though. This little piece of styrofoam. I kind of wish it could, if only to provide a little bit more sturdiness. This music really suits this, doesn't it? Courtesy of the Abnormalist, of course. I might figure out... I might cut off a layer of this styrofoam at some point, just to provide a little bit more safety to these. But that will have to be done at another time. This bit, I guess, this whole package, trash. Yeah, that is everything. And everything should be able to fit in here just as cleanly and neatly as it did before. Yeah. This is looking like a super fun game. I'm very happy about the quality of the models. I'm very happy about the quality of the game. The dice look great. The extras look great. The card stock on everything is very nice and thick. Yeah, it's honestly a great set. Not super excited about finding a hair, but you know, shit happens. I'm not gonna dock them a point for that, but it's still a little gross, especially since it was pretty obvious. Like, it wasn't like hidden or anything, it was just there. Yeah. Anywho, that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank everybody for joining me. This has been super, super fun. And I want to thank all of you watching later at home for joining me. My name is, in fact, I know this may come as a shock, my name is, in fact, MagicFrog66. You can check out when I'm streaming, either through my Discord or Twitch. I try to keep both fairly up to date, unless it's a surprise stream like this. This was very much spur of the moment. And I don't do streams like this often, because I don't usually get packages like this super often. If I were to get packages like this super often, I probably would do them more often. But, hey, what are you going to do? Anyways, I'll see you all soon. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're all staying safe, happy, healthy, yada, 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 all my usual stuff. And, try not to get killed. Make sure to survive. Good night, everyone.